Shamari Sky is asking, the last governor blocked marijuana legislation. If amendments were made to the marijuana legislation, would you support it? If Bermudians want it, will you block it?
So, and I think this goes to the constitutional position, whether it might be a piece of legislation on cannabis or something else, where the UK essentially is the state, and it has obligations under treaty arrangements with other states. And for cannabis in particular, there is a international treaty that refers to obligations regarding psychotropic substances in terms of possession, use, criminalisation, manufacture, and the like. And the UK is signatory to that, and it has to ensure that it, as the UK, but also its overseas territories over which it is responsible, don't do anything which is in contravention of that international treaty. So that's the line in terms of how any piece of legislation is concerned, is it does it breach a treaty. So I think what happened previously was the piece of legislation was determined by the UK government to be in contravention of international law and its obligations, and therefore, as such, the governor of the day did not give assent to it. So, where do you take that discussion now? Well, the UK has its own, laws on cannabis, but those laws in Bermuda don't have to be identical. The only limitation, in my view, is that they don't need to be. They have to be within the boundaries of international law. They don't need to be identical to how the UK is dealt with cannabis. So I think there's a room for, and I would encourage a discussion and engagement with the UK government on rather than having a piece of legislation. My advice would be look at what you're actually trying to achieve. What is the changes? What is the effect you want? Is it, business, medical use? What is it actually the aims? And then looking about what the limits of international would allow you to do to achieve those aims. And then you create legislation around that to do that. And I think that's a proper area for a conversation to be had.